Hello everyone, Antasil here, back with another video for HOI4. Today we'll be looking at Malaya. We'll have to select country manually and go over here. Malaya has its formable nation reworked, so it's high time to have another look at it. In the past you would have form Majapahit, if spelled correctly. That's gone, and we now have dreams of a unified Nusantara. And that's unite in Zulindia. We can core the Dutch East Indies if we control them, and we get additional cores as well. Portuguese Timor, Christmas Island, and Cocos Islands. And there are extra coring decisions once you reach this, such as the Philippines, parts of Siam, and Kaiser Wilhelmsland and Papua. So let's first form that empire by taking out the Netherlands. Now Malaya is one of the few countries left with the basic focus tree, which is in itself a really good focus tree. Let's start with political effort. We are still an integrated puppet of the UK and we need to get rid of our masters. Technology-wise, we backpack on the United Kingdom, which not every puppet does, by the way, and we get a huge ton of research already done, especially here. We already have radio researched and we can go for radars. We'll start with basic machine tools. We already have the submarines, but I do need 1936 subs. We have transport technology, so that's fine. And we'll go for marines. We have almost no factory, but we should get a few on trade, and as you can see we have a ton of resources here. Malaya is actually, I think, the best generic country left in the world. Let's see how far we can get with these things. Let's replace these crappy old guns, even though we're not producing anything. Deleting one army, exercising the next, and training one division, max priority. And we go to 5 speed. Now naturally we're not going to conquer all of the Dutch East Indies manually, we're just going to take out their overlord. Now I have another video where I pull all kinds of shenanigans to get military access from Spain through the Civil War, etc. Turns out that's not all very necessary. We're going to do something much more simpler, cheesier and stupid, but it works. And it involves the 1936 submarine. That's political effort. We're not taking a focus for the moment, and we're grabbing ourselves the demagogue here. We do have a bit of communism support, but this strategy doesn't work with the Red Party. So this will have to do. Less than 60 days left on the timer for basic machine tools, and that's the moment we do go for industrial effort. The division is ready to deploy, but we'll wait until the civil conflict kicks off. Industrial effort is almost done. We can now click on construction and dispersed industry, so the bonus we get from industrial effort can go to the 1937 tech. Now when the civil conflict kicks off, we get to keep Singapore here, and the other side gets North Borneo, so we can pick one of the factories if it spawns in Singapore. I need those naval dockyards and they all spawn in Singapore here, so I guess I might do that one. And from what I've heard, if you do this one while the Civil War kicks off, the other side will continue doing it, so we would get also free dockyards in Borneo. So let's try that one. If for some reason in your game the dockyards spawn in Borneo, you can still go for this, but it's tricky. I don't know if they actually spawn there. We have 10% Brown Party ideology, and we can kick off the conflict. First we delete this one division here, and then we go to prepare for civil war. Anti-communist raids to kick our stability down, and we can ignite the civil war. We are now Malaysia with Winston here as our leader. And we will deploy that one division, add a second one here. Hopefully that other one will spawn as well. Now, we don't have any naval capacity, so we can't naval invade yet, but that's what these dockyards are for. Let's prepare a naval invasion from here into Kuching. With our next 50 PP, we will pick Francis Moresby, the Army Offense Specialist. Naval effort is done. We'll do the free military factories. Do need to have some guns at some point. And we'll design a very basic 1936 sub. And we'll need about 10 of those. Start producing, gentlemen. We have a second division. Glory to Singapore. And we'll add it to the naval invasion order on the other port. Now it's just waiting until our first submarine is complete. It's one armament effort and we finally are producing guns. We have a submarine, we can pause the game. Assign an admiral. We put it on strike force so we can finally launch the naval invasion. Now in my test runs, Malaya never built any troops to counter me. Here we are. See, we did get 6 dockyards, so the other side did finish its dockyards. Let's try to train up some divisions, 4 Marines and 4 infantry brigades. We need 10 divisions. Let's also add towed artillery to the mix. We definitely need that. And the rest can stay on guns. Let's engage some diplomacy. We are now the Brown Party, so we can ask for docking rights from Italy and Germany. We'll pick war economy next. Let's get to work on actually justifying a war goal. We'll have a pitiful army by the time it's 240 days, but we are aiming for that. Right, we have an army of 10 divisions, and we'll plan a naval invasion like this. The 4 Marines zoom out, pan over. We'll invade Rotterdam. The 2 tiles between Rotterdam and Den Helder, the port over here, and the final free on Den Helder. That's a very, very, very long way to go. This might be my longest naval invasion ever. We have 9 submarines. Let's split these up into at least 5 fleets. First one goes to Weser Ems. Second one goes to Lazio. Third one goes to Dema. Fourth one goes to Somaliland, and the 5th one can stay here at Singapore. You're trying to guess where this is going? Yes, you are right. I'm going to create a tiny bit of naval supremacy all around the world. With strike force, of course. You can set that for each fleet individually. So this one's here. This one over here. And we are now navally supreme. Now it's just a matter of getting these guys up and running. And can we get some more guns? Yeah, Japan can sell us some more. Now we actually do have to upgrade these templates with support artillery. They are worthless enough as it is. And if we actually manage to get more than enough guns, we will also get another infantry block on the infantry templates. Barely have enough convoys to make it, and artillery wise we're fine. 20 days left for the justification. Yeah, we're almost exercised. These troops can make it. No deficit, but I'm not going to expand the template. This will just have to do. Set the naval invasion to go and watch for the exact moment the justification finishes. So pause the game, slow down, and now we declare war. Let's have a look at the fleet. We are launching our naval invasion. We can set the convoy escort, but at this point it's just pray and hope things go all right. Do war propaganda, just because this is the moment. And we wait for the longest invasion. The relative easiness of this campaign will be decided by how many troops the Dutch are sending to the Dutch East Indies. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? We'll get there when we get there. Coming up on the Netherlands beaches. Marines are contested at Rotterdam. Should be alright at the rest. This will be a short video. And there we are, the Netherlands is gone. We will take, of course, the states of the Dutch East Indies and the Dutch fleet. Now, puppeting the Netherlands is on the short term the best idea because we can do war reparations and get a lot of factories from them. Germany will come for them eventually. I can try to join their faction, but it's not likely that I will succeed. But still, we're going to try. The Dutch and a bunch of puppets are mine, and we can have a look at our glorious Malaysia. Scroll down for the magic button. Unite Insel India. We are now Malayuraya. Rise of Malayuraya. Well, we still get a lovely pink salmon color of Majapahit, and here we can see the extra decisions we can make. Integrate Papua, which is this part here, which is naturally ours. Northern Malaya is a part of Siam here. We can get that relatively early, I think. And the Philippines. Ooh. Well, we'll have to dominate the Pacific to get to that one. We also got a lot more factories now that we have both Indonesia and a Dutch puppet here. I somehow lost my save game in the process of playing the game, so I had to restart to finish. Malayuraya with different generals and a different admiral, roughly the same date. Just wanted to point out that if you do not get the extra free dockyards in the enemy Borneo after the Civil War, building those 9 submarines is going to be tight. I managed it, but you might want to delay the justification just a bit or be very creative with your build slots and your convoys. I had 1 convoy to spare for the naval invasion. Anyway, I'm going to leave it off with that. Just a short and simple video of how to get this beautiful formable nation. I might continue it if it's popular enough and often requested. Dominate the Pacific as a new country. And I challenge Kurt Hu Games to actually play this campaign and make it dominate the seas in his naval tradition. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment for future requests, and see you next time. Bye bye.